In last week's episode, we cruised into Belgium. We found a few pretty parts among the industries. And we dropped the boat 73 meters down in the second highest ship lift of the world. We also learned that all our options to reach the Mediterranean now were out of option, due to the very low water levels. And we decided to head towards Paris. However, that means we will now have to take the boat 4 kilometers underground. Yes, you heard it right. It's looking like we're gonna have a shower when we're driving out of here. With the morning shower done, we left Belgium, and we were all excited for France. The procedures of crossing the borders are non-existing. We entered France just a couple of minutes ago. We saw the sign. Other than the sign, there's no really difference. But I guess that's gonna come when we are at the first lock, when they want to see our ticket to go to the canal system. Yes, in France you have to pay to cruise the canals, and the bill depends on the boat size and the length of the cruise. It's a little bit rainy, but from yesterday when we had like 38 degrees, it feels kind of nice to have a sweater on, and it's still pretty decent weather. It comes a little bit rain on and off, and it's a beautiful canal. We realized we could find a grocery store just a couple of 100 meters from this quay. We planned to just make a short stop, but 3 good places had now been more rare, and we soon decided to stay overnight. Good morning. This is our first morning in France, and a very grey morning, but it's not raining. This far at least. It's gonna come showers all through the day, but we're happy to leave before the rain comes. So we're gonna be excited to see some more locks, and I think we're also gonna get to the tunnel today. That's gonna be something that we've never done before. It wasn't just a great day, it's also quite a rainy day, but it seems like it stopped. I wanted to show that I also steer when it's raining, and I didn't quite have the time to do that before it stopped again, so but the other one having a nice breakfast. And this is also the last full day for Mats and Karin. So we have like a special everything on the table breakfast today. And there we saw it, the canal sign to Paris. As you might guess, it came soon more locks. But then it came something much more unusual. Crystal clear water. First time we can see the bottom in the canal. It's 3 meters deep and you can see all the grass and it's very clear except for some grass floating. There it came, the start of the underground experience. We were not sure if we would need to call the tunnel, and since no one had responded to us in English since arriving in France, it was a bit of a relief to see that we have a green light to go. So in we went. We were immediately met by a cold, humid air and an earthy smell. And I know it doesn't capture that good on video, but the sound was so strange, like a soft echo. This darkness was of course brighter than when you sail at night, but being in a narrow tunnel, your margins are much smaller. I mean, this is not the place you want a problem. So far there was not too much to worry about. The light behind us disappeared and we could not yet see the light before us, so we just followed the side lights. Well, at parts there was no light at all. Then came the red light. We realized this could happen as the tunnel suddenly broadened up, but we were hoping to not having a meeting here. Now that were about to happen. Possibilities to tie up for a small boat like us were not so good since we could only reach one bollard. But it seemed like the only way since it appeared we would have to wait quite a while. And a little late did we realize this barge was going to push a lot of water in front of it, pushing us very hard. Finally we could see the light in the end of the tunnel. And it came closer and closer. Till we reach daylight again. We're now in Peronne in France, and we couldn't get the boat into the pleasure boat harbor. We ran aground, so we didn't dare to push it, but we found a quay outside, so we walked there and we could pay for just using the showers. And now the sun is finally back. It's been really cloudy and rainy all day, so it's gonna be really nice evening, the last evening with Mats and Karin on the boat. We decided to stroll to town, and got both the opportunity to see a barge from above and make sure it was not getting too much swell from it that took way. The town was small and we saw really no people at all outside. But at least the cat showed one sign of life. I want to deeply thank my Patreons for supporting the making of these episodes, and if you want to contribute, you can also become a Patreon or buy me a coffee at the links below. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you appreciated this episode, please give it a big thumbs up.